Hi, Lee Phillips here. It's summer. I'm kind of casual, but that's okay. Let me talk about how or why a living revocable trust, or why a revocable, a living revocable trust, revocable living trust. I don't know what you call it, and I've been dealing with it for 40 years. Living trusts are trusts you create while you're alive, versus a testamentary trust, which is created after you die. And it's a revocable trust. So is it a living revocable trust or a revocable living trust? I don't know. 6 of one, half dozen of another. But why a living revocable trust? You're doing a living revocable trust for 2 primary reasons. One is probate avoidance. We want to avoid this legal hassle of what we call probate, which is basically pure Latin for proof. And we go to court and we prove everything, and then somebody's assigned to be the executor or executrix. We call them personal representative now, and they have a letters testamentary authorized by the court, and they can go sign your name and they can clean up after somebody dies, all under court authority. If we move the assets during your lifetime into the trust, and the trust owns the assets, then technically when you die, you didn't own anything. So the owner of the assets didn't die. The manager, the trustee of the assets, did die. And the document says, when I'm dead, this next guy becomes the trustee. And they step in, they have full power and authority, and can sell the assets, distribute them out the way you say. Works really well. So you're doing it for probate avoidance. You may be doing it, another benefit is to do it for incompetency. And the statistic is you're going to be incompetent 60 days or longer prior to the time that you die. And I always say, don't look at me that way. I've already had my 60 days, and I have had my 60 days. And I got sued because we tried transacting business while I was incompetent, and the trust probably wouldn't have prevented that one, but it would really help if the trust defined how you became incompetent, and that can be on the signature of my 3 kids and my wife and a doctor or a bishop or a clergyman or whatever it is. You get to create your own formula for how you're going to declare yourself incompetent. Don't make it too complicated though, okay guys? But as soon as you become incompetent, you're removed as trustee, and the next guy, the successor trustee, comes in and can manage all of the assets of the trust. Now they can't go to Acapulco with them and blow it. They have to do what the trust tells them to do, which is to take care of you. So we can authorize somebody, when you become incompetent or unable to manage your own affairs, to be the trustee. We instantly get somebody else to stand in as the successor trustee, and they can manage all of your assets on your behalf. This becomes very important. It's actually harder to deal with an incompetent person's assets than it is a dead person's assets. So the trust, 2 primary reasons. 1, to avoid probate. 2, to help when you become incompetent. And there are a bunch of little ancillary things that might help. For example, it just organizes the assets in kind of one place. And if you keep a list of the assets, you don't do a Schedule A or any of that garbage. But you do, and I have another YouTube on that, but you do consolidate the assets. If you keep a list, then the successor trustee will know where those assets are and what each one is. It's hard to go in after mom and dad die and figure out where all their bank accounts were and everything else. The trust brings it in under one umbrella, so to speak. So there are other little ancillary benefits to using the trust. The primary purposes, though, probate avoidance, incompetency. and then it gives you a very flexible way to distribute the assets when you die, because you don't have to rely on the court or anything. So don't forget to subscribe now. And by the way, if you want an ebook on how to operate your trust, how to use your living revocable trust, just send us an email at info@legalese, Legalees, it's the name on the site, info@legalese.com, and we'll get that ebook out to you. Ask for that ebook, okay? We have a bunch of ebooks, but ask for that one, How to Use a Living Revocable Trust, and it's like 20 pages long. It's a pretty good deal. Now make sure you click like too. We're trying to be liked. Nobody likes me. Nobody likes lawyers. So I need all the help I can get there. But at any rate, we're having fun with these YouTube videos. This is Lee Phillips talking about why a living revocable trust.